Hello, hello. This is part 53 of a 100-part series, 100 days answering questions about fatherhood as a first-time father. And today's question is, what does unconditional love feel like? And I think if you had asked me a few years ago the same question, I don't know, I would have had a definitive answer. I definitely knew the capacity for love, and I had felt different forms of it throughout my life, but unconditional love might be one that's exclusively reserved for parents. At least parents that care. You know, at this stage in his life, there truly isn't anything he can do wrong. It might be frustrating circumstantially that he gets up every 2 hours still, or that he cries really loud sometimes, or wiggles around when we're trying to wipe his butt and put a new diaper on. But nothing that he chooses to do is representative of a flaw in his character or some example of our poor parenting. He's so young and he's so fresh that all of the little decisions he makes are just for the sake of exploration and learning. He truly is just a small little vessel of excitement and exploration. And that makes it so much easier to just unconditionally love him. Every decision that he makes, whether it's one that might be a little frustrating or not, you can't blame him. You can't be frustrated by him. You just are excited and happy to see him and look at him. I can barely take my eyes off him. So to answer the question, what does unconditional love feel like? It's almost indescribable, but I would define it as there's nothing he can do or say that would make me feel less about myself or less about his future or have any reservations or concerns. So that's why the love that I feel for him just feels pure. It doesn't feel tainted by any conditions or expectations or some kind of shortcoming on my or his end. So this has been part 53 of a 100-part series. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.